Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Good afternoon. I'd like to especially welcome our special guest, the Deputy Chief of Mission, Ms. Nicole Cholik. I hope I said that properly. Our sponsor and the person who made this possible today, President of Boeing Middle East, Turkey and Africa, Mr. Kojit Gata Aura. Did I say that? Well, fantastic. And welcome to Rula Drubi also. I would like to welcome the representative of the Ministry of Education, Ms. Sheila Nabuama. Welcome and good afternoon. We're still expecting, I believe, some guests from the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program and from the Ghana Education Service. But I'd like to welcome everyone here present from the JA Ghana team, particularly the board chair of JA Ghana, Ms. Frances Ofori, who's just joined us. Thank you and welcome. And members of Boeing who are here, members of the press, teachers, students, and members of JA Africa team as well. Thank you all for coming. I'm honored to welcome you to this lunch. As Abeku said, our future, tomorrow's Innovators program in Africa. This program symbolizes JA Africa's partnership with Boeing towards the empowerment of African youth. The initiative will impact 2,900 young people in Ghana, Democratic Republic of Congo, Madagascar, Mauritania, Nigeria, Sudan, and Tanzania. We're grateful and feel privileged to be able to partner with an organization like Boeing. We recently collaborated with the Accenture Development Partnerships team to work on a 3-year strategy to take us to 20 countries. We're currently in 13 countries, and this begins that expansion by helping us expand into 3 new countries. So thank you very much for kicking us off on our expansion journey. This collaboration will enable JA Africa to impact young people in new markets where there is a need for entrepreneurship education and digital skills. As we know, most employers are really looking for these skills in young people these days. Across sub-Saharan Africa, it takes the average school graduate 6 years to find their first job. And this is largely because the economies of African countries are not creating as many jobs as schools are graduating young people. And in fact, the UN reports that Africa only creates 3 million jobs every year, yet graduates about 11 million young people. So it's necessary to have young people become job creators rather than job seekers. And this is what we're trying to do here at JA Africa. The challenge that this presents, however, is that many young people start businesses without having the requisite knowledge in what it takes to create and run a business. So JA Africa, we believe that we can make a difference. As a member of JA Worldwide, one of the largest global nonprofit organizations working with over 12 million youth annually across the world, empowering them to own their economic success. More specifically, this collaboration with Boeing will enable us to equip our youth with key entrepreneurial skills. We will do so through our flagship program, the JA Company Program, and our first online digital version, the JA Digital Entrepreneurship Education Platform, also known as JA Deep. As a global organization, we constantly strive to impact the lives of our younger generation and equip them with the tools to build stronger and more sustainable communities. This has been recognized by a couple of accolades. We do not do this for accolades, but it's nice to be recognized sometimes. Recently, we were nominated for the 2022 Nobel Peace Prize as a recognition that the work we do does promote peace, because when there is prosperity, there is less conflict. And also, we've been recently ranked for 4 years in a row by NGO Advisor, now called the Good, as a top 10 global nonprofit. In fact, we moved up from number 7 to number 6 this year. Partnering with an organization like Boeing is key to giving us the capabilities to make a difference in the lives of young people, which in turn brings us those recognitions. I therefore reiterate my gratitude to the Boeing team for the trust and interest that they have placed in our organization, and also for our shared belief in the boundless potential of our youth. I take this opportunity to thank everyone present here today for having responded favorably to our invitation. I know that the rain hasn't made things easy and has delayed quite a few people. I hope they join us before the end of the ceremonies. You're all part of our stakeholders that play a key role in what we achieve, whether as donors, government officials, or other partners. We all do our part towards the empowerment of our youth. To our young students, some of whom are still on their way, I say thank you for being here. Everything that we do it for you. We have a strong belief that in you lies the solutions to some of the challenges that our continent currently faces, challenges which include climate change, global food shortages, especially as a result of the Ukraine war. These are some of the challenges that we're looking to you to solve. Rest assured, you're not alone in facing this. As you can see, organizations like Boeing are behind you and willing to invest in equipping you with the tools you need to succeed in this mission. So join us today as we celebrate this new milestone for Africa, and together we look forward to working towards a better future for Africa, and one in which our young people provide innovative solutions to solve African and global problems. Welcome again, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony as we hear from Boeing and from our ministry officials. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Simi, for that opening remarks. I will also take some remarks from the president of Boeing Middle East, Turkey, and Africa. Please let's welcome Kujit Gata Ora.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, students, it's a real pleasure to be joining you here today. This is my first trip to Ghana, and it's the first time many of my team have visited. We've had the pleasure of being here for a few days and meeting different people in different parts of the business environment here, and I can certainly say that we're very much looking forward to coming back. It's a great country, people are extremely friendly, and I think that it just bodes very, very well for the future success of Ghana, so it's a real pleasure to be here. I think I'll just begin by just really praising junior achievement. I mean, it's a major accolade to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, and obviously we've been such close partners with junior achievement across the globe, and it's a real thrill to be associated with such a distinguished organization. And our relationship as Boeing with junior achievement goes back 12 years. We have worked with them across the Middle East, North Africa on some really important projects that all have the same theme running through them. A big focus on STEM education, but also a focus on empowering people that aren't as empowered as they should be. And that really means girls and people who are living below the poverty line and other disadvantaged people, to really elevate them and to ensure that they can also participate in the world of work in the future. And, you know, what is that world of work? I think we've touched on it already. The world of work in this 21st century is going to be about digital, it's going to be about engineering, it's going to be about STEM, because it's that kind of innovation that's going to drive the real change across the globe. So if you look in our industry, this is the most innovative industry. At the Boeing company, we do everything from the planes, the commercial aircraft that you travel on, up to space. I mean, we have been involved in every single NASA mission in deep space to the moon that there has ever been, and we continue to be. And so it's just a great company to really look at the extent of what's possible. We employ 140,000 people all around the world. I think that if you look at the way that the world is moving and changing, more of our population, employee population, will be outside the United States as we start. And my view is that if you look at the very, very strong demographics and the other really important factors, West Africa, Ghana will be extremely important in that growth, which is why I think that these programs on STEM and digital empowerment and all the similar types of education are going to just be so important in the future. So, why is this important to us? Why do companies like Boeing even involve themselves in such things? I think the first point I would say is it's the right thing to do. Big companies have got an obligation to do what we are doing. So I think that's where we always start on it. It's the right thing to do, and we are not alone in that. Many US corporations, many big international corporations across the world do this. They partner with organizations like JA. I think what I would differentiate what we're doing is that, yes, there is an element of self-interest here. We think that the industry is going to grow very, very large. All the view over the next 20 years in Africa is that the African aerospace industry is going to grow greater than the world average is, both in terms of traffic, both in terms of passenger numbers. And what's going to be necessary to sustain that is actually an aviation ecosystem. And one of the things that I particularly was interested to hear about Ghana was that, there are plans for companies, private companies, to establish an airline. There's, but also importantly, there's companies that want to establish the facilities that will repair and overhaul those aircraft, which actually, if you understand the industry, is as important as buying the aircraft themselves. And it's just good to see that there's this joined up thinking, this partnership between public and private. It's also really encouraging to see from the Ministry of Education and from a policy perspective, a great emphasis on STEM. I have always been impressed by everybody I've met in terms of the education level, in terms of the sophistication level, and again, anything we can do to promote that and steer people into an aerospace career, we'd be absolutely delighted to do that. And so I think I'll just finish up with just, we've got a few students there. I know that I don't want you to get too bored with some guy in a suit just constantly talking, but what I would say is that, look, honestly, if this is the sort of industry that is so multifaceted, I think everybody looks at it and think, oh yeah, be a pilot or you can be an engineer. But actually where a lot of the work's going to be is in things like software engineering. We're going to need to have a huge innovation in areas such as engines, because we want the world to be to meet its 2050 targets on the environment. As a company, we're doing a lot to address that situation in aerospace. But we've got to say that innovation around how airplanes are powered, around how they're built, is just going to add to that. And that's where I think there's just going to be a huge space for innovation. And a lot of that is going to be through software, science, all of the things that we're talking about. So this is an extremely broad industry. So if we can, just encourage a few people just out of your cohort to go that way, I think we would have done a really good thing. And I know that there are companies here that have got big plans. So I think you're in the right place. This is a region that is extremely fertile for expansion of the business. And, we really hope that you will one day come and work for the Boeing company, whether that's here in West Africa or in America or wherever else it is. So, but I think obviously from the ministers here in Ghana is where we want to have it, right? So that's all I wanted to say, but thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Really looking forward to the rest of the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Coates. Thank you very much. So we are really happy to receive you here, and we are looking forward to having Boeing present in Ghana. And you keep enjoying our warm hospitality and all that comes with it. And I'm sure that your colleague who has been in Ghana for a while will be able to tell you that. So we'd also like to take a remark from the Deputy Chief of Mission from the U.S. Embassy, Ms. Nicole Chilek. Let's welcome, please.
So, Honorable Representative from the Ministry of Education, the representatives from Boeing, including the President from the Middle East, Turkey, and Africa, the JA Africa contingent here, students, members of the media, I am thrilled to be here today. I'm so pleased to be able to be here to celebrate Boeing's Our Future, Tomorrow's Innovators program. Boeing is the world's largest aerospace company and the United States' single largest exporter. And they have taken the initiative to invest in the future of Ghana today. The U.S. Embassy is proud of this effort to create pathways for Ghanaian youth to excel in science, technology, engineering, and math through programs at every educational level. Boeing's program will start at the earliest stages of education, and that's key, emphasizing math competency in kindergarten, starting at that early age. The program will increase the number of Ghanaians who will be prepared for good-paying, cutting-edge, STEM-related industry jobs. So, I've been in Ghana for about a year, and I understand the importance of Ghanaian proverbs. So I'm reminded of a Ghanaian proverb that says, "It is the human being that counts. I call gold, it does not answer. I call cloth, it does not answer. It is the human being that counts." Today, with this investment, Boeing is clearly saying it is the human being that counts. Boeing is leveraging its people, partnerships, and know-how to help Ghanaian youth firmly grasp opportunities in STEM. And with STEM opportunities come STEM careers. Through partnerships with JA Africa, Boeing is not only making investments in the people of Ghana, but across Africa in Nigeria, Tanzania, Madagascar, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Mauritania, and Sudan. Sub-Saharan Africa can also join us in saying, it is the human being that counts. The United States government is proud to be Ghana's long-term partner in democracy, development, education, trade, security, and public health. We are pleased to support Ghana's rise as an economic and regional leader. And Ghana is a leader, not only in West Africa, but in all of Africa. We are also pleased to see American companies making investments here, not just business investments, but investments in Ghana's greatest resource, its people. To our friends at Boeing, Ese Ayiku, if you haven't heard it already. Well done. Thank you for this investment in the future of Ghana.
Thank you very much. A program like this would not be okay if we don't have the in-house custodians of education in Ghana. And so today we are represented, the ministry is represented by the technical advisor to the Minister of Education, Sheila Na Boama. So let's welcome her to give us the keynote remarks.
Thank you very much. Excellencies, the President and team from Boeing, JA Africa and her team. I like the contingent part, when they said you are the contingent. The students, parents, colleague educators, Thank you very much for inviting the Ministry of Education to be part of this important program. Reading through the background, we are all clear that the statistics hasn't changed, and the facts in the background remain an issue that concerns a lot of us, especially in education. After a parent has invested in a child's education, there is no convincing that that investment should not result in a job. And so if they have to wait 6 years, and sometimes never, in the time that they are most productive, wasting away, it is concern for everybody. So we are very happy that some intervention is coming in to reduce the waiting time and to make productive use of our youthful time. Nobody wants to be getting their first job when they are 45. They would rather get it when they are 20 and the brain and body is at its best. So we are excited to be here. And of course, we are aware that the ministry is pushing strongly the agenda for STEM. And there are a lot of policies and interventions that is opening up the space for a lot more Ghanaians to be able to undertake STEM programs comfortably. There's been a lot of investments in the schools to equip them to deliver hands-on STEM. And an intervention like this definitely is going to create space for a lot more people. At the Ministry of Education, we would be happy to partner you many more times to see this program grow and succeed, and to also keep a tap on the number of Ghanaians and other Africans that would excel in not just the aerospace industry, but also become digital innovators and provide some of the much needed solutions we need in our digital economy. On behalf of the Minister of Education and the Deputy Ministers of Education, I am honored to be here. Thank you very much for inviting us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sheila Boama. We are going to take some entertainment from a cultural troupe, the Ebibi Groma cultural troupe. So let's welcome Ebibi Groma. Oh, you're not ready? Okay. Thank you to ABB Groma Cultural Group for this beautiful performance. Hopefully they'll give us one more before we leave. Now, this is the most important part of our gathering here today, is to sign the partnership between JA Africa and Boeing. So I'll invite the following persons to the stage. Please come again. Yes.
Siriba Momei Monsem Nyewe Yasem Na train wanopa Ewie nyumire nyina Se uri bompaya Eya kai Ghana Sre wunyankopon Fagana shenensa Eno na wo yo mambaba Eno na wo odo yengwe Odo ma wo ma Enwara na yeshishe Odo mauma Enwani Odo mauma Enwara na yeshishe Odo mauma Enwani Odo mauma Enwara na yeshishe Odo mauma Enwani.
Thank you very much to Kwampa Band. That was really nice. Okay, so as I said, we are going to sign the partnership between JA Africa and Boeing. So I'll invite the following persons to join me on stage. Kojit Gata Ora, the president for Boeing Middle East, Turkey, and Africa. Rola Druby, the regional director for Middle East, Turkey, and Africa, Industrial and Community Engagements. And then Simi Inwogugu, the CEO of JA Africa.
Thank you.
And then my good self. Thank you very much. I have actually been warned by my wife not to dance in public because she says every time I try to dance, I don't represent her properly. She's a very good dancer, but I couldn't help it. It was really good. So let's put our hands together for them again. I hope those of you here who know my wife will not go to tell her that I broke the rule. Nadia, don't do that. All right, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of some important people. We have the Deputy CEO of the National Youth Authority, Madam Akosia Menu. Can you give us a wave? Thank you very much. We also have somebody from Academic City, right? Give us a wave. Thank you. Academic City University College. She's going. She's speaking. Okay. All right. A lot of signals all there. All right, so at this point, we want to take some testimonials from some students who have taken part in some of the programs that we run at JA. And we are going to hear from students from our hosts, JA Ghana, which is represented by myself here. And then we hear some students from Nigeria as well who will join us on Zoom. So I'd like to welcome our ladies from Ebri Girls Senior High School, one of the best senior high schools in Ghana. That was my wife's dream school. She didn't get it. But, so you are dear to our heart. So thank you. So we hear some testimonials from them.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Keisha Louisa J. Terrier. I am the CEO of Megatron, an upcoming company from the Ebri Girls Robotics Club, and it is with great honor that I present on Zepter drone. Zepter drone is a very extraordinary drone. Unlike the other drones on the market, this drone is made from scraps. Yes, the various plastic bits and metals from our everyday activities, we brought it together and we came up with Zepter drone. So you might be wondering, what makes Zepter drone so exceptional? Like, what makes the difference from the other drones out there? Well, it might interest you to find out that one of the major problems the world is facing is how to effectively manage the plastics and the various bits like waste management, like how to control this. So Zepter drone is going to help us like channel all these plastics and metals into making this extraordinary drone. And that's not all. Like, we're going to help with development, like progress, like everything concerning the country, we're going to aid in that. And there's a lot more to Zepter drone, which my human resource manager will delve into.
My name is Nikki Mambaroxin, and I'm the Human Resource Manager of Megatron Group. So in the long run, we hope to install a device which will be able to detect oil deep inside the seabed. Most of the times in the oil industry, the geologists, they do a try and error method, which normally just goes wrong and increases the oil spills that happens on our seabed, like on our seas. So if we install this device in our Zepter drone, to be able to detect the oil deep inside the seabed for extraction.
So I'm Abuna Jim Fuabuaji. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Megatron. So concerning our drone, Zepter drone, it has some uses which comes with our environment as well. Yeah, I'm sorry. So Zepter drone is eco-friendly since we use renewable waste around our environment, and its features to be able to detect oil around in the seabed also helps speed the rate of the oil industry. Also, the Zepter drone we would like to attach other features, that is transporting materials to and fro from various locations. So our last speaker here will talk about other projects that Megatron have come up with. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Darren Obenewa Donko, and I'm the General Secretary of Megatron. I'm here to talk about another project which we call ANIPLAT. ANIPLAT is basically, the full meaning is Animal Plant Technology. This is a software created to help give information to people who want to become farmers or who are already farmers to be able to know how to plant, what to plant, and even where to get machinery seeds, fertilizers, everything. It helps farmers to know basically the basics and even deep into information about farming. And it even has a scanning feature which can scan the soil and see if it is liable for seed growth and everything. And so Aniplat is basically an app that we've created, which is Megatron we've created. And our theme is Aniplat, a farmer's best friend.
Thank you. No, you don't have to go. No, wait. I wish I could speak with the flair. I don't know why they asked me to be the MC. I think you should have come for one of you. Very, very good speakers. So let's put our hands together for them. And what we really want to know from you is what has been your experience on the company program. I know your teacher is here, and he's been one of the most reliable teachers that we are working with here. Can you hear me? Good. So, yes, who wants to talk about your experience in the learning process, watching those videos and all of that? Who? Okay.
Our experience with the Junior Achievers program has been very educative. We've learned so much. with the videos, the machinery, and the various devices that we got to work with, it was very good. We've learned a lot. Our knowledge has advanced and our horizon has been broadened.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not sure I heard everything. I'll go for some training in getting all these foreign accents registering here. But what we are doing at J Ghana with our company program, which is our flagship entrepreneurship program, is to challenge our students to develop solutions to some of the most complex problems in our society. And all of us were young people at some point, and then we went through school, we got to work. For a lot of people, they never get to be challenged with coming up with solutions to complex problems until they are at the workplace, and it becomes too big for them. But I believe that it is really important that they are introduced to these challenges now. And if you listen to some of the things they're talking about oil spillage and stuff like that, these are problems that some of us older persons may not even be on earth to see the effects, right? So it is really, really important that as young as they are, they get to appreciate the gravity of what is ahead of them and give them all the help that they will need. That's what we are here to do as JA, to give them the direction, all that help that they will need to get to the point where they will tackle these problems head on. And you can see the fierceness in their voices. They are not fazed. And I believe that they are willing to take on the world. And you all hear of them. So thank you very much for sharing your wonderful innovations with us. And later in the year, we'll have our national business pitch competition. And they'll come to present their business in a more detailed way. And you all get to see what products they're coming up with and how they arrived at the solution. They'll give us all of that detail. So I know you were expecting more, but you get them, okay? So thank you very much. We also have a student from Nigeria to share her experience as well. Maureen is saying yes. So
different social media platforms to set up my business, to assign responsibilities to different people in order to make tasks completed on time. And not just making profits, but to impact my immediate environment through the corporate social responsibility work, where I and my company did our own part to the environment by using our profits to buy household equipment, school books, uniforms, and other things just to make the world smile also. Junior Achievement Africa is a company to reckon with. I am happy that I was able to benefit from the program, and I urge others to do it so. Thank you, Boeing, for the partnership with it. It's really a good one, and you will not regret it. I'm always grateful that I was given the opportunity to benefit from Junior Achievement Africa. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to Maureen Essien from Nigeria for joining us and sharing her experience on the company program with all of us. Later on in December, you get to see the rest of the countries in Africa as well. We'll all be meeting in Nigeria. The past two editions, in-person ones, were held in Ghana. We hosted in 2018 and 2019, and then COVID took over, and then we gave the previous two to online, but it was actually hosted by Eswatini and who was the other? Mauritius, yes, Vincent. All right, so hopefully those of you who will be able to join us in Lagos, is it settled yet? Okay, Lagos or Abuja, it's in Nigeria. Whether it's in Lagos or Abuja, it will be in Nigeria. So later in December, from the 7th to the 9th of December in Nigeria, we'll have our Regional Company of the Year competition where all the people, like the ladies you've heard from Maureen, they'll all come together, and we'll have the others from the other countries, from Kenya, from South Africa, Uganda, all of them will come together, and you'll be amazed at some of the products that these young people are coming up with. All right, so we've come to another important aspect of the program. I want to take some remarks from some of the most important people in the youth space in Ghana, youth development space in Ghana. And so I would like to welcome the Deputy CEO of the National Youth Authority to come and give us her remarks. Please, let's welcome Akosua Menu.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I bring you warm greetings from the National Youth Authority. The day in the life of a public servant in Ghana and Africa can be quite engaging. For anyone who enters public service with the goal of making a difference, you are usually confronted with a myriad of challenges that obstruct the actualization of ordinary citizens. Indeed, the problems are hydra-headed, and in this role with the National Youth Authority, I've come across not just data, but also meet the faces behind the statistics. Behind the rates of unemployment is Kwame Sapong, a university graduate at age 35, who is still being told by employers he lacks the necessary experience and skill sets for a job. Behind the data of menstrual-related absenteeism are the wonderful young girls I met in the Upper Dentra district, whose faces gleam with joy once they receive menstrual products for the first time because they live in a place where donors may never get to and government is too limited to serve. I'm confronted with these experiences daily, and I've come to the conclusion that the number one problem for policymakers and change makers in Africa is a seemingly helpless question of where do we start from? The problems are stacked up due to a backlog of legacy problems, and they all crave similar levels of attention, yet we are confronted with the realities of limited resources and a race against the world. So I'm here just today to let you, Junior Achievement Africa, and the Boeing Company know that we appreciate you. Firstly, for the wonderful assistance these programs and projects bring to the continent and to Ghana. The goal to train 5,000 is not one that impacts just 5,000 persons. It impacts single mothers, among them and their wards, community change makers, future leaders of our country, among the lot. The second reason that puts a smile on our faces is because it helps the cause of the National Youth Authority. You are filling a critical skill gap we have in Africa. It is trite knowledge that the youth are the future of the continent. Yet that statement only remains cliche because we are not filling the skill gap quickly enough, and the skilled persons we have are not incentivized to stay and help build. Yet we won't relent. We will work and perform given the circumstances. Our agency's commitment to this partnership will be apparent and will hopefully yield the outcomes we all want. The dream was planted in our hearts for a reason. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Akosua. We are getting close to the end of our event. We would like to welcome the Regional Director for Community Engagement, for Boeing, Rula, to come and give us her closing remarks. Please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm always doing the closing remarks, and I'm left with nothing else to say. I just want to thank the government of Ghana and the Youth Association for having Boeing help the youth in Ghana and in Africa. We have a big mission. As a Boeing company, we have a big mission that we need to implement in each and every country. And this comes from the highest level at Boeing. So I just want to say that this mission has been productive, and thank you, Junior Achievements, for allowing us to partner with you so we can implement our goals. Our mission is not only to sell our products, sell our services. We care about the community, we care about the youth, and we care about the health. So this is our mission, and we're very happy to open the African market in assistance with JR Africa. And thank you to the U.S. Embassy for celebrating with us our success and entering this country as well. I don't know anything else to say, and I wish the students very good luck. They are always impressive. Thank you for the startups that you are achieving, and I wish you the best of luck. Enjoy this program. And any help needed, I will rely on Junior Achievements to let us know so we can enter again with the successful programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rula. Thank you. I'd also like to acknowledge some boys from Accra Academy, another high school, taking part in our company program. My alma mater, actually. Yeah. All right, so we would like to invite the board chair of JA Ghana to give us the vote of thanks. Please, let's welcome Ms. Frances Ofori.
Hi, everyone. It's been a beautiful ceremony to the start of a beautiful partnership. Excellently organized. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes. I guess essentially what we need to pack up and take home with us is that we're transforming young people, like Simi said, from job seekers to job creators and even employers. And like the last lady said, it's not just benefiting 500 people, so many more are going to be impacted. So thank you for this amazing opportunity to benefit from your partnership and to change Africa for the better. Thank you to the Deputy Chief of Mission, U.S. Embassy. Thank you to our Boeing party. Thank you to our government officials, the Ministry of Education, the NEIP, the National Youth Authority, the Ghana Education Service, Cosmos Innovation Center and their team, the United Youth Initiative for Africa. Thank you to students, here and across. Thank you to those streaming. Thank you to J Africa. Thank you to our staff, our media, everyone. Since we had a Ghanaian proverb, I'll end with another one. So in Ghana, we say in our local parlance that when you hear the cock crow, and usually that's the first thing you hear in these parts, when you wake up, you'll hear that. I guess in our digital world, that would be your alarm clock. So whichever part of the world that you're in, so whether it's the cock crowing or your alarm going off, it's when you wake up, it is J Africa saying thank you so much for this opportunity. We're all going to play our parts to make sure that Africa is impacted. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Frances. I'll also end with a Ghanaian proverb. Yes. Say. Okay, I'll say it in the local language and I'll translate. Sepeni Jaria Nansiasa. After the elder has taken her bath, there's no longer water in the house, so the water is finished. And so I'm not going to add anything to all that she said. So thank you to all of you for being here. We have cocktail outside. We have stand outside for some press and pictures. So please network, meet a new person, get a new contact, and just have something small to take. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right. Siwa. Yangaraya Sassini, Eya Boardendema, Mudana, no Shibu, that it's all my Edomene, so, say a baby, that's so. Indian Traso, Conto, Rane, Ape, Semin, Comina, Eddie, them, Ama, Oma, Atoms, Oma, no, Sepe, Oma, no, Sepe, Ayan, say, na, Hose, Oma, for Rane, Oma, no, Sepe, Oma, no, Sepe, Ayan, say, na, Hose, Oma, for Rane, Messi Yangaraya Sassini, Eya Boardendema, Mujana, no Shibuya, the two of my Edomene was so, say a baby, that's so. Indian Traso, Goto, Rane, Ape, Semin, Gomina, Eddie, Abraham, Ama, Oma, no, Atom, say, Oma, no, Sepe, Oma, no, Sepe, Yes, na Jose, Oma for Rane, Oma no Sepe, Oma no Sepe, yes, na Jose, Oma for Rane, Oma no Sepe, Oma no Sepe, yes, na Jose, Oma for Rane, Siwa, Ghana Jose. Ghana will say, yeah, Ghana, oh, yeah, Ghana, oh, yeah, Ghana will say, yeah, Ghana will say. Ghana will say, yeah, Ghana, oh, Ghana, my way in Sewo ye Ghana, Ghana ya de shemaye, Ose, yawo koko wo meimo, Ose, yawo tima wo meimo, Ose, yawo oye wo meimo, Ose, Gano, Gano, Ose, Ose, Gano, Ose, Gano, Ose, Gano, Ose, Gano, Ose, Gano, Yanko, Ose,